All right, this is the Friday, August 25th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Let's start off with a look from Corpus Christi early this morning during the 5 a.m. Eastern time. That's a live stream there from Corpus Christi. The rain bands associated with Hurricane Harvey already lashing the Texas coast. And I'll talk a great deal about Hurricane Harvey coming up in just a couple of moments. Back home in the Carolinas, there's a look from our Greensboro Tower camera early this morning, quiet and cooler this morning. And there's the Charlotte Dowd YMCA camera as we start the day, 70, but the dew point lower down to 64, north wind in place, and that cooler and drier air continues to take up residents across the region. These were highs yesterday, 80s over much of North Carolina, some 70s in the mountains. And we continue to have the cooler, drier air mass settling in, low to mid-80s in the Triad viewing area yesterday. Charlotte region, again, 70s in the mountains and then 80s elsewhere. All right, so here's the radar locally across the Carolinas this morning. Most of the region quiet. You do have some areas of showers and thunderstorms down closer to the coast, easternmost parts of North and South Carolina. And that is where the most widespread rain chance will be over the next couple of days. This northeasterly flow in place, rain chances pretty limited over the interior Carolinas, maybe a couple of isolated showers, but that's going to be about it. There's the high resolution radar. Better chances for showers and storms closer to the coast, especially in South Carolina. But again, over the interior Carolinas, not much today. There's your highs this afternoon. Pretty good day. Again, fairly low humidity as well. Northeasterly flow continues through the weekend. Maybe a couple of mountain showers popping up tomorrow, but much of the rest of the region dry. There's your Saturday afternoon highs. And again, with this northeasterly flow in place, at times in the Piedmont, foothills, mountains, dew points down there to the 50s. That's pretty good stuff here for late August. Now, we're watching that low pressure down around Florida. At least for Sunday, the effects of that stay south and east of us. I do think as we get toward maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, some of the moisture could get thrown back in our direction. So a lot of clouds as we get into next work week. And with time, some chances for showers and some thunderstorms as that general increase in moisture takes place. But again, the weekend itself looks pretty good. There's your Sunday high temperatures. All right, let's get into the tropics. Of course, again, we're watching that low pressure near Florida. There's a medium chance that tries to become some type of tropical or subtropical system as it lifts just offshore of the Carolinas next week, this weekend into early next week, but probably staying offshore. But let's talk about Harvey. Look at that. This thing has really been strengthening over the past 24 hours, and that's a satellite loop over the last 12 hours. And if you look carefully, you can see that really deep convection firing around the eye feature. The eye has vanished, but that's simply due to some cirrus blow-off from those really intense thunderstorms in the eye wall. In fact, you look at the radar this morning, you can clearly see that well-defined eye. This system is getting stronger and has a really good chance of becoming a major hurricane prior to landfall tonight. Category 2, as I cut the video, that's as of the 5 a.m. advisory. But again, I think from all indications, this thing is strengthening. Probably becomes a Category 3 before that landfall along the Texas coast tonight. And then from there, the steering currents just completely relax. And so this meanders around the Texas coast region for days thereafter. So let me show you the warning and watch situation. The pink shaded or purple shaded, whatever color you want to call that area is, those are hurricane warnings up for a good portion of the Texas coast. Now here's what Futurecast is showing, bringing this to the Texas coast around midnight, a little bit south of Corpus Christi. If that track is correct, that's a really, really bad situation for Corpus Christi. You're getting the onshore flow and the strongest part of the hurricane. But we'll see. Any small difference in track along the coast makes a big difference for the individual locations along the Texas coast. And boy, rain's going to be a huge problem. Look at these numbers. And you know, you've seen this model run after model run as this system basically meanders for days, and so there could easily be 2 feet plus of rain in parts of southeastern Texas or southwestern Louisiana. Let me show you a couple of the higher resolution models here real quick. Let's go with the GFS. So there is the GFS. I think you can see that there. Yeah, coming to the Texas coast overnight tonight. Thereafter, you kind of get this loop-de-loo scenario. All right, so this is the GFS out at, believe it or not, Tuesday night. And there's Harvey, still there. pretty amazing stuff. And so you wind up with some rain totals in southern Texas that look like that. Yeah, same as the deals of European. Some areas, being printed out verbatim, some 30-inch plus rain amounts. There's the broader view of that big footprint of rain through southeastern Texas and southern Louisiana. On to the European model, and again, courtesy of Weatherbell for these images. But there's the European model bringing this to the coast tonight. Loop-de-loo. There goes back, comes inland, back out over the water, and this is Tuesday evening of next week, and then eventually this comes inland again. Wednesday evening of next week on the European model. So same deal. You wind up with just some astronomical rain totals that I showed you on the graphic system just a moment ago. This is going to be a bad situation. However strong this gets, you're looking at along the immediate Texas coast, some problems with obviously storm surge and wind, and then rain, just a big problem in coming days in those areas affected. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks so much for watching. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.